All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Best Friends podcast. I don't even know what episode this is, but I am here with a very good friend, Nick Lewis.
What's
Nick,
up,
why don't
guys?
you introduce yourself?
Well, you said my name. I'm Nick Lewis. Yeah, that's all there is to me, man. Me and Nate, when we meet, Nate, 2019,
I don't
probably
even
before
know.
that. I've known Nate for a long time. It's my
Ever
guy.
since 15 UAAU.
It's my guy for
Amazing.
sure.
But yeah, so we can just hop into it. So why don't you just tell me about your background, where you go to school, what you're up to now, and what you're up to.
I go to Rhodes College, in Memphis, Tennessee.
Mm.
D3 school. I'm a D3 hooper. Shout out to all the D3 hoopers. Shout out to Nate. I'm studying business marketing. It's pretty light. Business classes are pretty light. Yeah, doing a few internships this summer. Staying in the gym. That's it.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask, what were your early stages with basketball like, and what was your progression as a hooper? Because I haven't really known you since before AAU.
Yeah.
Since that gateway tryout.
Yeah, I remember that.
And what gym was that?
That was like a random. Where was that?
I don't know.
That was a I've never been back to that gym since that day.
I don't even know. Me neither.
I just remember walking in the gym though, and he was one of the biggest kids there. I was like, dude. I told my dad I feel like Nate's in a junior year of high school. He was just huge, bigger than everybody. But yeah,
It was
so
a fun tryout.
I guess I'll start at the beginning. I started playing basketball probably when I was like 7, maybe 8, and I never really it was cool. I didn't really care for basketball like that, but it was cool. So I kept playing, and then so that was 15. You are freshman or 8th? Is that 8th grade?
It was like the summer after freshman year,
Okay, so
or during
I
freshman.
played for Ramey and stuff through middle school, just messing around. And then in high school, it came time to you trying to get on a circuit so you can get the most exposure or whatever. So of course, I guess I found out about Gateway.
St. Louis AAU.
But yeah, I'm gonna just start with where we met at the Gateway tryout. So when did we played Gateway freshman through junior, or when did you leave Gateway?
Same time.
Yeah.
So
We were in Gateway.
Junior
Everything
summer.
was going cool. Me, Nate, Kobe Williams, Jack Steinbach, Mason from Park Hill Central. We had this white dude who could jump 50 inches. What was his name? Cade. Cade was nasty. We had one of the best UAA teams. I'm not gonna lie. What was the junior UAA called? I don't remember, but we damn near we only lost 3 or 4 games. What was our coach's name? The black dude with the dreads.
Coach Thomas.
Coach Thomas, bro. I'm telling you, if that team stayed together, we would have went on a crazy, crazy run.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can't forget about bro that just committed to Air Force, or he's been at Air Force.
Oh yeah,
Bryson
Bryce Spiller, bro.
Bryce Spiller.
We had a youngin on our team, Bryce Spiller. Back then, he wasn't even if he hears this, I hope he doesn't take it offensively, but he wasn't even that good back then. And then now, buddy goes to Air Force, jumps out
He's
the
tough.
gym. He's tough. Yeah,
He's tough.
he put in the work for sure. But yeah, so me and Nate met then. Summer following that, we came back to Gateway.
Yeah.
Was Jordan on our team that year?
Yeah, we did have Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan. Shout out my boy Jordan. He knows what it is, but I don't know.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Work.
Oh yeah, we had Big Zach too. Yeah. Zach's tough, and we had Clayton Ernst, the
Yeah,
Big
he's
7,
good.
but he never really came. Now that I think about it, our team
He's playing
was
baseball or
freaking
something.
Now he coaches at a high school. He just doesn't do anything.
Oh no, I was during AAU, he was playing baseball too. I think.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's why he never came. So yeah, that happened.
Yeah, we were big though.
We were tough, bro. And then
Should have got that African dude on from the
Yeah.
other team. I don't even know who that is, bro.
yeah, we were getting beat by our B team at that point. I'm not gonna lie. It was bad.
They were pretty well coached.
They were well coached by Christian's dad. Shout out Christian too. He's at Arkansas State, I think. He's hooping. But yeah, fast forward. I'm like, bro, Nate, we gotta get out of here, bro. We gotta go somewhere. And like this newer program, Arsenal, they kind of reached out to me, and I was like, yo, reach out to Nate too. Like he's a killer. Nate comes along. We get to Arsenal. It's me, you, Larry Abbey, Barry Thomas. What was the tall dude's name? Carlton. Carlton.
Oh yeah, Carlton.
Carlton. Who was Ethan Foss. Shout out Ethan Foss too, D3 Hooper.
Pat.
Yeah, Patrick. You know he goes to Milliken. I played against him this year.
I played against him too.
He's strong now. He's big.
Pat. I miss you, Pat.
I miss Pat. Yeah, shout out Pat, bro. Who else was on our team? We had some. I said Barry. This who was the dude who went to the Smet? He like tore his ACL.
Connor?
It was Connor Sullivan. Shout out Connor Sullivan too. He was a killer. He got hurt.
No, and then it just left my mind. Never mind.
We had a bunch of more kids though. It was Nino.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Because we played yes, Nino, whoever.
Nah, Chino.
We played like
The dog.
that was like post COVID, I think. So like seniors could play AAU. So we were playing with some seniors, so that was fun. Oh, Austin, who goes to CMU. He's tough. Yeah, so we had another tough team, but like we finally got to go to like a team where we could just play our game and just hoop. So that's when I started picking up bags. I think you picked up some bags too. Yeah, so that's my AAU journey. So I guess a word of advice for anybody who's gonna listen is go somewhere where like you're gonna play. Go somewhere where you're wanted.
Where you like the coaches.
And the coaches like you, so that's a big deal.
There's too many teams and too many circuits not to
exactly
find your fit.
Like EYBL is cool. Me and him played in the UAA, been everywhere. It's cool and all, but like you spending all this money to be on a team when you could be on another team actually playing, getting exposure,
getting better,
stuff like that, getting better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So then you ended up at Rhodes.
Yeah.
There.
I got my. So I picked up
go?
a few offers. That was junior year summer, and then Rhodes offered me at the end of my junior year summer. And I just knew Rhodes was a good academic school, so I was already leaning towards there. But they came to see me when I was at St. Charles West when I transferred there, and then that day they came to see me. I just committed because I was like, if you guys come in, no other schools, D3 schools would like come to you, so they took the time to come to me. And, like, they showed me they wanted me. Like I said, go somewhere you were wanted. So, I committed there. Freshman year went well. I think I averaged, like, it's not going to sound a lot, but it's college basketball, so I think it's pretty good. I averaged, like, as a freshman, I think it was, like, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2.5 rebounds. So, I was hooping. And then this year, before I got hurt in December, I was averaging, like, 7 and 4 rebounds. So, I was making improvements, but I broke my foot in December. Still coming back from that, so next year should be up.
Hey, and y'all really do not underestimate those stats because you get put in the game and see what happens.
Yeah. For real.
Unless you're like tough, but you know.
How'd your season go this year?
It went good. Like we had third best season in our school's history. Like our school, like historically.
Yeah.
Not
y'all been going crazy.
Not winners. Like I think we being able to build a culture where we can be competitive every year and have like that target on our back.
Yeah.
And like this year we didn't end up finishing how we wanted to, but we had a pretty good season. I feel like we've got a group of guys in my class and the class, all the team, like we're gonna like really just keep growing. Like
shout out Marcus too. We forgot to shout Marcus out with
he? Yeah, he was
Gateway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He finished with them. But yeah, especially with my class, like we got like 12 or maybe like 11 guys that have been together for a while now. So just building building that chemistry. I'm ready to get back in the gym.
Yeah.
You know, last year we lost to Grinnell, so definitely want to beat them this year.
Do they still play like?
Yeah,
weird?
Same style, same everything, bro.
What was the dude's name? What's y'all's like? He's like a white point guard. Like
Buzz?
No, his name starts with a T.
On Grinnell?
No, on IC.
Ty?
Ty Lionheart, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's tough. I know him. Did y'all graduate that dude? He was average, like the big man from Texas. I know he
Oh,
transferred.
Ness? Yeah. Yeah, he
Did he
graduated
go anywhere?
2 years ago.
Did you go overseas or anything? Or you just chilling?
No. I think he's working now. But
He was a dog though.
Yeah,
He was there when I visited your school.
yeah, he was tough.
Is what's his name? I know Schweer's still y'all's head coach. What was
Coach Jay?
Coach Jay? Is he still there?
Yep.
That's my guy. Shout out Coach Jay, bro.
Head golf coach too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Shout out Coach Jay. I did not even know he golfed.
I don't even know if he's good. He's got to be good though.
Bro, join the
He gotta be
golf
tough.
team.
He got the
Just
clubs
for
in his
the
office. Yeah.
Is y'all's locker room still the same?
Yeah.
That's like one of the reasons I just didn't go there. I'm bougie,
All right, bro. I'm cutting that out, bro.
I'm bougie. I don't care.
What's y'all locker room like? It looked like a movie theater.
It's lit, bro.
It looked like a box.
We're live. Let me see if I have a picture.
Bro, you don't need a fancy locker room to be a winner.
Yeah, you're right.
To be a winner.
And the thing is, they win more than us at the D3 level. So I mean, I'm not dissing my team.
You come to our school if you want to win. Not for fancy locker rooms.
I don't know about that one. I really don't know about that one. Not a fair statement. Let's see if I have a flick of the locker room.
And our locker room's not even it's not even bad. Like
It is, bro. It stinks in there.
no.
It literally does.
Our locker room is tough.
It's not.
My locker is tough.
Boo boo.
I got verses all over the locker.
Here's like a little.
This is gonna be long, bro.
Y'all can see kind of how my locker is, but there's like 20 of those in there, and then we have like 2 TVs on the wall, 6 reclining seats. We don't have it's tough, bro. Yeah, y'all see Tensky on the back. Let's get into the Bible verse on my locker. The Lord gave us mind and consciousness. We cannot hide from ourselves. I don't know exactly what scripture that's from, but yeah, read that every day, guys. So yeah, shout out my locker room. Don't shout out Nate's locker room. But yeah,
our locker room has a lot of memories in there. From a lot of wins, a lot of dubs, a lot of film room sessions. Those film room sessions are hilarious, actually. But
is Schweer a loud coach, or is he pretty chill? What does practice look like? Do y'all run a lot? Y'all just a lot of skill set training? What do y'all do at practice?
We do a lot of defensive drills, a lot of defense. We start off every practice with you know what 72 and 3 is? A full court layup, passing.
Oh, you just gotta get 72 makes in 3 minutes?
Yeah, layups and threes.
Oh yeah, ours is called transition shooting, but it's kind of the same thing,
yeah.
Same concept.
Yeah, we got that, and then we'll do defense for 10, 15 minutes, literally at least every single day. We'll do pit. So it's another defensive drill. You got to get 3 stops in a row.
This is crazy because our practice is low key the same way.
Yeah, you got to get 3 stops in a row, and you just got new guys coming on the floor every single time. Yeah. So you get pretty worn out. We used to do at the beginning of the year. We used to do these one-on-one drills where you had to get 3 stops in a row, and yeah, for me, not a defensive guy. I mean, it's gotten better playing at IC, but it's still not my strong suit.
Yeah, I used to torch Nate.
I just shoot the pill.
I used to torch Nate at practice, guy. I torch his little brother too. I'm not gonna lie.
But yeah, other than that, we play a lot. We do a lot of defensive drills, and then we just don't waste time in anything else. We just play. We just work on different drills, 5-minute drill, whatever. 10 minute, put it on the clock, guard.
Yeah,
a lot of playing. So
that's good.
That's what's different from high school. I feel in high school we did a lot of drills the whole practice.
Yeah, because you still had kids on your team that couldn't make a layup. That's how it was for me too. Yeah, high school practice is way different than college. But yeah, I feel ours goes the same way. We go in stretch, plyos, defense for probably the first hour. Our defense is a lot. That's all our coach cares about is defense. And then after that we'll play a little bit. but he likes breakdown drills, like 5v5. Like we'll start one person with the ball in the corner and the defender's like behind him. So like defense has to rotate off rip. So like we work on rotation and stuff like that. But it gets like, what do you think? You think you get like not bored, but like I guess I have to use the word bored of doing it. Like by the end of the season, you kind of get bored of like practice schedule. Because this year I found myself getting like, I know what I'm walking into, so it's like I'm not really excited for it.
Yeah, like I think it can be easy to lose focus, and like that's like all we talk about all seasons. Like, don't lose focus.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta keep that same intensity up if you want to win.
Year.
And like my freshman year, like I literally saw like some of the most intense, like focused practices every single day because we were like 25-4 or something.
Yeah,
like
y'all
that.
didn't lose.
We went to the tournament.
Yeah,
We had grad student. That was tough.
Yeah.
Maz. We had Ness. Like we just had really good players, but what we did have was really good leaders. So like people weren't like if you have a bad practice, like you're gonna get caught out. So like that was like an instant transition for me. And like no matter what we're doing, like it might be boring, but like you're still gonna attack it like with the same focus and intensity.
Because you're building on it. Yep.
Because like even though the practice might be boring, like the game we have is big, so we gotta get it done. And like coach knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And stuff. But
shout out Coach Schwer, man. I low-key wish I went to y'all school, but I don't know. Stuff happens for a reason. I think you're a really good fit for IC though. Yeah, I'll agree though. I think on my team, even though like we haven't had a lot, we've had 2 500 seasons. We haven't had any winning season. Well, yeah, this year was winning season. Leadership was crazy. Like basketball and like college sports is so much easier when your coach isn't your just sole leader. When you have other leaders on the court with you, it's good and it makes you want to like kind of be a leader as well. So I can appreciate the upperclassmen for that.
For sure. Yeah. And in high school, like my freshman year, we were just talking about this earlier, but like I didn't have any seniors. Like I had one senior.
Yeah.
But he didn't play. But
that's
like,
good for you. I'm glad. Like, I wish how you played at Liberty, you played like in the summer. I feel like you played timid in the summer, bro. And we've never talked about this, but I feel like you played way too timid in the summer. Big guy. I feel like you played way too timid in the summer. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's because you were my friend. Like, we've always been good friends. Like, I just wanted you to be way more dominant, bro. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, when I get like in the gym, maybe not at like at Arsenal open gym, but like when I get in the open gym, like at a local open gym, like I don't know. I feel like I kind of just take over.
Yeah. But
at the same time, we're playing against like high schoolers and maybe some other college players, but grown men. Like I was just playing in a summer league or rec league game in Wentzville Rec.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking about joining a summer league, bro. But our coach was like, "Don't join any summer leagues."
I saw Jack Fessenden there from Westminster.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Fezzy.
Oh yeah.
Is Westminster good? I heard they were cheeks.
I don't know. I don't really.
Shout out Jack though. You were a killer in high school.
I don't really keep up with basketball until March Madness. I just focus on our scouting report.
Oh, you're a scout reader.
Oh yeah.
That's
how I played good whenever I got my chance. You know, you gotta be prepared.
Read the scout. I'm not a scout reader, bro.
I'm just playing. I did not read the scout. I did not do any of that. But you should. You should though.
I was about to say no, for sure you should. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more anxious and I overthink stuff when I overread the.
I want to see for myself.
Because like percentages would be crazy. Like we played this team Huntington last year, and the kid I was guarding whenever I come in the game, Buddy's stats was like almost at a 50-40-90 split, and like he was going crazy in the league at that point. I'm like, bro, I was just scared. I was scared to guard the dude. Go out there, rip him first. Like first play, I rip him. I'm like, okay, got confidence. I shut him down for about 4 to 5 minutes. I was like, I gotta stop reading the scout. I get too nervous. Like I had butterflies going to guard another player. Like I feel like I should never feel like that.
Yeah, for me, it's like you know, I don't know. I have that butterflies feeling sometimes, but like, it's just a game
Yeah.
for me now. So it's like, go out there.
Yeah. I guess I can get down with that. Some games is like that for me too.
Yeah, but I mean, the more it matters. Like I never, like just this past year was the first time I got to play in like a playoff game,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just for a little bit. But even then, like yeah, that energy is definitely different from
That's a
like
good
a regular season
experience,
game.
though, bro. Like experiences like that. That's why I rock with basketball.
Hmm.
The feelings it brings is crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, I like it more just in the sense of like being able to build relationships with my teammates, like
Yeah.
that I know are gonna last
Yeah, for a long
for
time.
a long time.
Yeah, shout out all my teammates. Shout out all the locker rooms out there, bro. Cause brotherhood, that's not easy. Like I know a whole bunch of college teams that are not like tight, like IC is, or like my school's really tight. Like our locker room's tight.
It's not about how your locker room looks. It's about the people
Yeah,
in
the
the
people
locker
in
room.
it. Okay, so never mind. I'm not dissing y'all's locker room anymore. You clocked me, man. You clocked me.
I clocked your teeth.
That's crazy.
I'm just playing. All right. So, I mean, we kind of did cover a lot of AAU, but I did want to like circle back and ask like, what do you have like a favorite memory? Not doesn't have to just be about AAU, but favorite memory so far in like college too.
I'll probably just do favorite memory. I'll just
Like basketball related or anything.
I guess my favorite memory. Well, one, I'll tell some backstory. So freshman year through junior year, I went to a school called Whitfield. Freshman year, sophomore year went okay. Junior year is when I like really started to like learn my game. Like I got
That's when we were working at Lombardo.
Lombardo.
Kings of Lombardo.
Kings of Lombardo. I forgot about that, bro.
Me too. I low-key wish I put a question down, but we could talk about it.
And yeah, we're gonna have to talk about working at Lombardo, bro. But yeah, so I was going to Whitfield. We were about to get a new coach, and I didn't really rock with the coach. Me and him were butting heads the whole summer, and I had just had a really good junior season, so I transferred to St. Charles
This
West.
coach went to AD.
Yeah, he went to Vianney, AD. Shout out Coach Pasu, though. I still rock with you, bro. I transferred to St. Charles West just to, like, I don't know. I was trying to just have more exposure, be able to play, like, my game. Because I had Jordan, like, our Whitfield team was loaded, bro. Travis Green, Jordan Williams, Jaden Williams, Nolan Simon, Holden Suter, Bryson Sutton. Bro, Bryce.
Should have came to Liberty.
Nah, Bryce, he made the right decision.
Probably would have played more.
Who else went there? Casey Cook went there for a amount of time. I wonder what Casey Cook's doing, bro.
Low-key, I was like, wait, who? And then I was like, oh, that
Big
man.
Casey.
He was so tough in 8th grade.
Yeah. We all thought Casey was going like mid-major D1 in like middle school, but Buddy ended up not even playing freshman year high school basketball. That's beside the fact. Transferred to St. Charles
Because he
West.
was a 5'11" big.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe.
I feel like we're just hating too much.
Yeah, are we hating?
It's all good. It's all love, but like,
It's all love. We're not hating, but it's all love. Like we just
don't
talking.
clip us.
But yeah, transferred to West. First game at West is called Turkey Tip-Off. It's St. Charles High versus St. Charles West. And like I knew Chris Ketchum. I don't really know all the other kids
Yeah,
on
really
St.
can
Charles
know.
West, but yeah, Chris Ketchum.
He actually came to our school for some runs.
Really,
Not bad. He's not bad.
Chris is tough. Man, when he gains some more weight and gets like college body, bro, he's gonna be a problem. He's like 6'4". Yeah, I'm not about to glaze, but y'all know Chris Ketchum. He's my guy. But yeah, I basically hit a buzzer beater from dang near half court to send it to overtime, and like the gym was packed. Like St. Charles West probably fits. What do you think in that gym?
Is this junior or senior year?
This senior year.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 20. I don't even want to say 2,500
West,
people.
Probably.
Maybe 1,500 people.
Yeah.
But this is like St. Charles West is like you're in country white Missouri, so like people are coming to watch basketball, bro. The whole gym went crazy. Like I never experienced nothing like that. And like I was big on Twitter for like a week after that, so I'll say that was my favorite basketball memory.
Was that GSV there?
Yeah, GSV. I was on GSV. I don't know. That game was different for me. And then I killed after that game. Well, halftime, not halftime, buzzer beater to go into OT. Like I started killing ever since then. I committed to Rose after that, so I guess my whole senior year, I say, is my highlight of my basketball career.
That's crazy. So once you went from Whitfield
To West.
St. Charles West, it started.
Yeah, people like to say water your grass where you're at, but sometimes watering grass at other places works out. So that's what I did. Yeah. That's what you should have done. Should have came to Whitfield, bro. We needed you. We needed you, bro.
If they gave me a bag, nah, I'm just kidding. I love Liberty. I wish my guys that were in my district and then left to go to private schools stayed, because we would. All right, next question. Oh, but I did want to ask, like, what's the St. Charles and West rivalry like? Is that crazy?
It's crazy. But it's all love at the same time, because those guys that we were playing, like, we all grew up together. Because, like, I always lived in St. Charles, so I knew those guys. But it was me, Barry, and Dre. Barry, I was really close to Barry since 7th, 8th grade. And we ended up playing high school basketball together. But, yeah, the guys over there at St. Charles High, they can hoop. But the rivalry was crazy. Like, so many people showed up to that game. And when you have rivalry games, I feel like it just make you play a different type of way. And then certain shots be falling that, like, would never be falling in a normal game, bro. Like, I took some crazy floaters. Like, I took a floater from behind the free throw line and it went in somehow. And I did not think it was going in, but yeah.
Those games that we played against Zumwalt South
Yeah.
were literally so annoying, bro. Because every time we would play at home, we would beat them, and then we would go there, and then we would lose, and that was like that for like 3 years straight.
Y'all beat South?
We beat them. I've beat them.
South was tough.
I've beat them 3 times, because we played.
That's
total.
tough.
We played.
South was tough. So y'all had y'all did have a solid Liberty team. No, I'm forgetting. Yeah. I'm thinking y'all were cheats.
We just played better in rivalry.
Y'all had a
games,
good
too.
like y'all played as a team.
Yeah, we had good talent, just not great skill. Like we
True.
had dudes that were athletic, tall, long, but like skill wise, not the best.
Yeah, we had long dudes, long, strong, lanky dudes.
They just couldn't stroke the ball, so they really needed to work on their
Ball handling.
yeah.
Pause, bro. Yeah. So was Zumwalt South y'all's rivalry?
Yeah, they were, and then they left our
Yeah, they're in the GVC North now. What are you?
South.
And who's in it? Timberland.
Francis Howell. Wait, is it South? What conference is Liberty in now?
I don't know. They're in the conference with Howell. All the Howell
But the
schools.
schools that they're in this conference with is Francis Howell, Troy. So I think it's South.
But we played Troy and Francis Howell.
Troy was so tough.
Troy was so sick. Well, they had like a whole family of cousins on their team at one point. Like their whole starting five had the same last name at some point, bro. So that was low-key cheat code. That used to be annoying. What was their last name?
Cousins is crazy.
No, I'm so for real.
Net, Charlie Net,
No, it was Fesden. Buddy played for Arsenal.
Andrew Moore.
And then Andrew Moore's big cousin was the
Tyler?
3. Yeah.
Tyler Moore. Is that his name?
Tyler Moore. And then their cousin was the 4. Yeah, they had like a whole starting 5.
They had to have been playing forever because their team. There's no way they should have been beating some teams, but the way they played together,
It was crazy. Well,
and their
yeah.
offense was insane. And
They had a good coach though. I'm not gonna lie.
They had a great
They ran
coach.
good offense too.
But they had like the perfect mix of like.
Picture a white fundamental team that shoots over 40% from the 3, and that's Troy basketball.
They just make the right play every
And
time.
they make open shots.
They made the right play every time.
And they make open shots.
And
That's
they
a
had
big
they had
issue.
a great point guard and a great two
True.
guard and a great young guy, and their big wasn't even that great. Their bigs did what they needed to do to win.
True.
But their guards were very tough. Like when they beat my boy Jotham and they beat Chaminade, I was like, all right, bro. Like,
That was insane.
yeah, I was like, yeah, they're on one. And then they lost to Kickapoo.
Think about it. They beat Jotham. Jotham's at Providence. BJ's at SEMO.
Yeah.
Who else was on that team? Tristan wasn't on
They
that.
had
He's
J-
at
They
Lane.
had J-Mo. He was a freshman though.
All these kids are going D1, bro. Whoever like Detroit kids are playing. So you gotta think. And then
Yeah,
none of the Detroit kids went D1 either. Well, what's
Only one of them went to college.
yeah, and he goes to freaking Hannibal Lagrange, doesn't he?
No. Westminster. Jack Westminster.
Yeah, another kid from there goes to Hannibal Lagrange. I
And
know
then
that.
Andrew went to McKendree, but he was only a sophomore at the time. So like,
Andrew's like 6'4" now, bro.
yeah, he was like literally like half the player.
Have
he
you
is
been
now.
seeing this? What's the kid who transferred to Parkway South? I know you've seen it, bro. Andrew, it's not Andrew Young. Noah Barnes, you know who that is?
He played Arsenal.
Yeah, he was just like he used to be tiny. He just like he was averaging 30 at Parkway South this year.
Was he senior? Damn.
He's going to St. Louis Community College. I'll show you.
You know who I think is nice is this kid that goes to Marquette, Brody Owen,
Oh, the longer white kid.
the redhead dude.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's super.
He has a bag. What grade
But
is he in?
I
He's about to be a
think
senior.
the best dude in St. Louis though is Will Powers, bro. It's like him,
He's
Scotty,
at Holt.
Oh, he's so tough.
him and Scotty,
Will Powers at Holt.
Westminster. That's
Will
Wilson
Powers.
Owings you're thinking about.
Yeah, because I remember
Will Powers
He's
is
at
actually
Arsenal.
on Gateway.
he's on Gateway now. What
He's-
happened to Arsenal, bro?
No, that's a different guy that you're thinking of.
I'm talking about Will Salonis.
Oh, I don't know what I don't
He's at Arsenal. Will Powers, is he? Oh.
Is that Moken?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Scotty Will
he's
play on the
tough.
same team.
And he goes to where? Marquette?
Westminster.
Westminster.
Nah, I think Scotty's better than him, but those two dudes are tough. He's 2027 too.
Isn't Scotty 26?
No, they're both 27.
Didn't Scotty win Gatorade Player of the Year this year? As a was it freshman?
Sophomore.
Sophomore.
St. Louis basketball is in decent hands.
He's gonna
for
have
sure.
He's gonna have 2,000 points by the time he graduates. Cause he got 1,000. this year.
Scotty's tough, bro.
He had like 40 Chaminade.
Scotty's glaze worthy. Who else? What's the other light skinned kid on their team named?
Miles.
Miles is tough too. Gardner Ritter just got a kid from Tennessee. He went to a prep school in Tennessee, so Gardner Ritter's about to be back. Shout out to James Edwards. He's on Gardner Ritter. You guys never played any of those city teams, did you? From Liberty? Yeah.
Nah, just like Chesterfield teams,
Yeah.
Lafayette and stuff like that. Matt Hefner.
Hefner, yeah.
He was tough. He was super tough. He got good like really late though. Like his junior year was when he started to play. Because I think they had a pretty good team.
Marquette might win state one of these years.
Yeah,
They have a
good
squad.
team. They have like a 6'8" dude, 6'7".
Oliver.
He used to come to
6'9".
Whitfield. Oliver Pope.
Oliver?
Yeah, he used to come to Whitfield camp.
He plays for Arsenal. Man.
Wait, Oliver, he's transferring to Marquette?
No, he's been.
No, he used to go to Whitfield camp. Like,
Oh.
remember those camps Posse used to have?
Yeah.
Like when I was in high school, he used to be at the camps. He always been tough. I'm not gonna lie.
This was in 8th grade. We played him in 8th grade.
Scotty.
No, Miles.
Hey. This is A. You were at school.
No, this is school.
What
He
school
went to
is
Wright
he
City, bro.
He's from
Where
Wright
they be
City.
getting these kids? They went all the way to Wright City to get him. Bro.
He transferred to Webster.
How was he at Webster? Did he move?
He probably
Yes.
moved.
His parents were like real estate agents or something like that. That's what I heard.
But
He's bouncy out of
His parents
control.
are just-
Yeah.
so what's if you would like to move on, what's like the Memphis life like?
Bro, we were just talking to your mom about this. Bro, Memphis is dangerous, bro. People be getting killed. Like, I turn on the news. I don't know why I be watching the news. Like, this year I started watching the news.
So old.
Yeah, I'm a grandpa for that. I'm an unc. But
We're
There was,
just
like,
bro.
the month, like, November to February, there was, like, 28 homicides in Memphis. So I'm like, bro, I do not want to go outside. So, like, I don't really be exploring Memphis like that. But, like, my campus, I feel like my campus is okay. So I just be at the library, working, reading my Bible, hooping. Well, yeah, we be in season dang near half the year, well, most of the year. So
Yeah.
I'll be on the road for away games.
What's y'all eats like out there?
Great eats. A lot of barbecue in Memphis, but they have a really good. Okay, they have a really good sandwich place there. If you ever come up to Memphis to visit, bro, We gotta go there. I gotta show you
If I
that
don't
actually.
die,
Yeah, if you don't die,
if I don't die.
they're gonna kill you when you get up there. Let's see if I can find a picture of this.
Beale Street.
You gotta take your brother to Bill Street and leave him there. See if he's hard. For real. Yeah, look how like thick those sandwiches are.
Man, I'm a sandwich guy, so
I know that's
those,
why
those
I said
look good.
they're great.
What's it called? Shout them out.
It's called Bad. I think it's called Bad Timing. Shout out. No, it's not Bad Timing. Name of
Perfect
the place.
timing.
Yeah.
Shout out Shadow.
Bad time. Shout out Bad Timing. Sandwich shop, Memphis, Tennessee, in Midtown. NIL me, please. We should talk about that, bro. What do you think about NIL?
I don't really.
You don't have a thought because you haven't received
I don't
any.
really have an opinion. We got the NIL app.
Yeah, I think
It hits every now and then. I think my grandma donates on there.
she bought a hoodie with Nate with your last name on it.
No, bro. We don't even give them like we just give them like a.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah,
But
I don't have a lot of thoughts about NIL.
One of my teammates, Josh, he had like clothes and stuff, like shirts and hoodies, like for little like kids and stuff like that, like
Yeah.
that come to the games. It's probably good for that, and like
Yeah.
family that want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So like at the D3 level, unless you have like clout, I don't know if like you're really getting NIL like that.
And there's one kid on our team where our coach is like heavily involved in Memphis. Like he's a businessman in Memphis as well. So one of my teammates had an NIL with this like diamond company. He had an earring NIL, and then Phil Dodson, shout out my boy P3. He has crazy clout in Memphis, so he has some NIL out there. Max Edelman too. There's this dude, shout out Max. He's on my team. He went to Vanderbilt and he hooped at Vanderbilt, but he transferred back down to D3. But he be getting crazy NIL because his mom's like you know when John Morant went through the like that gun charge he had. His mom was John Morant's lawyer for that.
Really?
Yeah. He has crazy NIL. Like he has some Pilates NIL. Shout out Dose Pilates. We be there. And then yeah, he has like I don't know, but he gets money off D3 hoops though. Shout out to him.
Bro found a way.
Found
Made
a way. Yeah. Respect.
I think it's good though. I think for for like these dudes that are signing like 1 point whatever $1 million deals to go to a school, like I think
It's life changing.
I think they deserve the money because like you put the work in, and these schools are making money off you, but like at the same time, like it makes college less of like a like college, and it's more of just like free agency, like anyone can go anywhere type thing, and whoever can pay the most can have the best players, and just it's like pay to win. And I'm not saying it wasn't like that before, but like
That's why I think they need new portal rules. Like they need to make rules around. Oh, excuse me.
no, you're good.
There shouldn't be no like. Say I was a senior in high school right now, and somebody's chasing me for like, cause you think AJ advanced if he doesn't go one and done, you think he's gonna
just look that up. He's getting paid $7 million to go to
$7 million, bro.
to go to BYU.
And you
I literally
think-
just looked that up.
And there's somebody else who's gonna offer him probably 8 the year after that, and if he doesn't go one and done, he's gonna go to the next school. So like, make a rule where you have to stay at your school for at least 2 years, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be a one and done though.
Yeah, he's the best prospect. He's.
Darren Peterson stole his #1 spot
You think who you think is going #1 in the draft? I'm asking you this.
This year?
or next
You
year.
think Flag's gonna go, or you think they're gonna get Ace?
Flag?
Some of my friends think Ace Bailey's going #1.
I
He's
think
gonna go number
I think it's not crazy.
They don't even have him
He
at 2.
thinks Ace Bailey's buns. He told me that yesterday.
I think it's not
Hey, bro.
crazy for.
You okay?
I don't think it's crazy for Nico Harrison to make a dumb decision here. So
No.
watch him draft like
Dude, like,
Igor.
How do you
Igor
think
Lee.
Ace Bailey is cheeks?
Dude likes long shots, bro.
I just I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's worth like a top 3 pick, in my opinion.
Okay, so give me your top 3 of this year's draft.
That I would draft top 3.
Are you going Flag first? I mean, Flag first is a good pick.
All right, this is gonna seem like really like weird, but because I'm probably gonna name like 2 white dudes, but trust me, it's not because of that. I'm gonna say Coop, Dylan Harper, and then Con.
Who?
Yeah,
Connor Knipple at 3?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro, I take the dude from Michigan over Khan.
Danny Wolf.
Danny Wolf is a bag, bro. 6'9", moves like a guard.
I'll take Tahad Pettiford over him.
They say Tahad might not even go second round, bro.
I just think Khan's gonna be a really.
He's 6 foot.
I think he's gonna be a better NBA player than people think, because
Khan.
yeah, I don't know how
What does
many.
he do? What does he do that separates himself from anybody? He shoots the ball good. Everybody shoots the ball good in the league. Big men can shoot now. His ball handling isn't like anything crazy. He can't go be a pass first guard. That's not his game. And then everybody's a catch and shoot now, bro. So nobody just needs to catch and shoot. Nobody in the league needs to catch and shoot, and that's what kind of what he does. Like he has a bag, he gets to the rim, but at 6'4", 6'5", there's other kids from freaking France doing that coming into the league.
Yeah, I just.
And then that Chinese dude, he's coming into the draft too. The one he played for the China national team. He's like 7'3", 7'4".
Oh yeah.
He might go 5th or 6th. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it depends on the team. It depends on what team drafts who. Like fit is more important than
Then
like the
number,
talent.
yeah.
Because like
So your picks are off fit for the team.
yeah, like I don't think the Sixers should take Ace Bailey. Like I think if they get the 3rd pick, I think they should trade Joel. They need to rebuild. But
Trade who's gonna want Joel, bro? Who's gonna want to pay
anyone
$200 million?
anyone that would be brainwashed to take him?
Who wants
Probably
to play?
probably the Mavericks. Probably the Mavericks.
Bro, Joel's worth like he's gonna want nothing less than $100 million. He only plays half of the season.
He maybe
Just his
even
contract.
not even half.
Just his contract.
But
Yeah, that's not even with extras. Like
to be fair, I haven't really kept up with the dudes in the draft this year. I was more into it last year because it was my
Yeah.
class. But
yeah.
I knew Jared was going to be a great player.
I think
in the
Danny
league.
Wolf's the best.
And I still think Jared's the best player in the best rookie in the league over Steph
Okay.
Castle. But Steph Castle's
He's tough,
good
yeah.
too. He's pretty
Did
good.
they
too.
release Rookie of the Year yet?
Yeah, it was Steph Castle.
Steph?
Yeah. But Jared didn't get it because he was hurt. You have to play like a minimum amount of games. So, yeah. Last couple questions. I know you said what you were studying, but what are you interested after college or whenever you end up stop hooping?
Okay, this is gonna sound cliche because us two were just talking about this. But of course, like I'm gonna have to work in corporate America for a little bit of time because that's just what my college degree is gonna give me. But eventually, I want to start my own THC dispensary and have like my own farms in California because like it's going legal in a lot of states. The business is kind of oversaturated. I'm not gonna lie, but like I'm connected to some of these guys in Memphis that might connected me to, where they just kind of invest in like the THC business. They don't really run it, but they'll invest in land. Like say they'll go down to Texas or like somewhere in California where there's fertile land, buy up like 300, 400 acres, sell it to like a THC grower for even more. And it's kind of like flipping real estate. But again, I don't know. You know how like I've always liked clothes. I was like my complete dream is to own a 3-story building. First floor is gonna be like kind of like thrift resale. Second floor is gonna be the THC dispensary I'm talking about. Third floor is gonna be like rooftop bar, nightlife type thing.
That'd be tough.
Yeah. How about you? I've never asked you what you want to do like end goal. Well, we kind of talked about it at lunch.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, right now, first, like, I want to get through school.
Yeah.
Like, I want to finish my nursing degree. I want to do. I would love to add neuroscience as a minor. I really enjoy, like, just studying. Well, in my anatomy class, I studied the brain, and not like full in depth to what like neuroscience would cover, but like I don't know, like just mental health and like the brain fascinates me and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I either doing like some type of research with the brain. Like end goal is like I want to become a nurse. I
Yeah.
want to do travel nursing and get money, help people, and have like a stable job in America. Like there's
especially
so many,
in this economy.
yeah, there's so many people that like they don't know if their job is gonna be safe in like 5 or 10 years.
We sound like unks right now.
And yeah, like realistically, like you want a stable job, like, and I'm not saying not to go like big and stuff like that, but I also think it would be cool to like open up like kind of a mental health
Like practice?
thing for health, for like to help athletes with their mental health. Maybe making like a business of some kind, like dealing with, well, how do I deal with like my performance anxiety? How do I deal with, you know, like all types of stuff. Like it's just a thought, but
So that's big.
I would love to do some type of company to where I could use like psychology, positive psychology, and neuroscience to help with like athletic performance and stuff like that.
That's crazy. Because that was my follow-up question. Do you have any interest in psychology and stuff like that? Because I know it's kind of like the function of the brain.
Yeah, especially I like psychology too, because not only do I want to know how the brain works, but how does the brain affect different like emotions, and how does that affect like who you are as a person, and how does the way you think impact the way your brain is like.
Yeah.
So I think those two are really closely related, and it would be a blessing if I'd be able to graduate with that type of minor too, or just do some type of research on that.
Yeah, for sure.
So I would really enjoy that, and
That's cool.
yeah,
No, for sure. I feel like, yeah, especially high school athletes, they need something like that. Because I know I have performance anxiety. And then, like, you got to think. In high school, sometimes we're going to school, like, sun's down. Well, yeah, the sun's not up yet. And then we're not leaving from practice until the sun's down. So, like,
yeah, especially in winter in Missouri.
bro, seasonal depression is so weird. It's, like, so real with hoops, bro. So definitely check on your favorite hooper, for sure.
Yeah.
Cause that gets real, bro.
Especially if you're doing like public school and you're going there 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just to,
Yes.
like for me, like I would get there at 6, so I would get there at 6 and shoot with my boys, and then do a full 7-hour day and then have practice.
Right after.
But I mean, I love doing that, but like, and I definitely think you should do what fits you the best. Like, there's options now that I wish I would have done in high school, to where I could just do like dual enrollment and be there for half the day and work out more.
Yeah.
Do these other classes on my own time. But yeah, I don't know how we got through that. Being in college now, and just
God. Keep God close to
having
you
time.
too. For real. We were just talking about that. And God really comes, like he said, you pause. But what you said, like when you start to be alone, like that freshman year in college, I feel like that's when a lot of people pick up on God, bro, and
Yeah.
just the Bible. So if you start that early, man, you'll be a head start.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely depends on your surroundings too. Like type of school you go to, the people that are in your circle, like you become who you spend time
with, exactly.
So in my situation, like
I like that, Nate.
yeah. In my situation, a lot of my teammates had their own faith going on, and I kind of like not only picked up on that, but we had Bible study at my school, and shout out Coach Coleman. He was our team chaplain. He left, moved to Iowa, but like so grateful for him to kind of share like the gospel with me, to how it connects to sports, and I got to pick up on that and develop my own relationship with God.
Yeah.
And it's been fruitful so far. So
Yeah, for
definitely thankful for picking that up. And
sure. Yeah. Last comment on the religious stuff, and we can get off that topic, but if you are religious and you're like in tune with your religious state, be a church for like people around you who aren't really close with God yet. Because everybody needs, I'm not going to say everybody needs saving, but everybody needs saving. So be the church, spread the word as God tells you to, and just, yeah.
I think people are more receptive to it than
From
you
their
think.
friends.
Yeah.
Because like I said, my mom was the reason I really got into it. But she always she told me it'll come at the right time. Your relationship with God will come at the right time. That's what I'll say. Moral of the story.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen, for sure.
Yes, sir. And then, I got one more question, unless we have anything else. But what are some of your favorite artists? What have you been listening to?
Me and Nate been into this music thing for a long time. All right.
Yeah, you go.
I really low key just locked back into Uzi, because I wasn't listening to Uzi for a long time, but I started listening to him again.
Okay.
I'm big on underground artists. So I read
Bro likes Lucky.
I'm in the D. Yeah, Lucky's my twin. I listen to D Savage, Lucky,
D7
Laylo,
in the studio. And
Shayo. Yeah, it's a lot of Lucky on here. Protect's a YouTuber streamer, but he's actually a pretty good rapper. But it's like low-key like troll music, but I rock with it. Destroy Lonely, Ken Carson, Low Shimmy,
My roommate likes. Oh, Brent. Yeah.
Brent,
Don't run.
yeah. Baby Smooth a little bit, Gunna, and you know Young Boy's coming on tour, so I'm gonna have to start bumping that a little bit more too.
I have to start listening to Young Boy.
Bees, Lil Yachty. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I listen to the same stuff. Glock 40 when I'm mad. And of course the new Cardi album. What do you think about that? You bump Cardi at all?
Are you talking about music? Or
I'm not even gonna talk to you anymore, bro. Just stop talking.
You talking about I Am Music, right?
Yeah.
I love that album. Me and my roommate were listening to it like on full blast on our speaker.
You can look me in my eye and tell me that I Am Music is horrible.
He listens to weird music.
What do you listen to? And my
He
taste
listens-
is diverse,
he
so I
listens
probably
to,
know.
like, he listens to like the mixtape that he showed you. That's the type of music he listens
I don't remember what song was in there.
to. it's like some nonchalant type stuff. Like
Bro, give me one artist you listen to. But yeah, like Drake. When I'm on my slow vibe, Drake, Miguel, Brent.
yeah. For me, people know that I like Drake. Like I listen to Drake, but I haven't been on my Drake thing.
Claro, The Wallows, Joy
Bro, just
Again,
named like 20 people, bro.
TV Girl. I don't know. You know my music.
So he has
diverse,
like a
bro.
broad music
Yes.
taste. For me, I said I was in the country on my last podcast with Isaiah and Seth, and all it has done is expand. So
Okay, I can get in the country too. So
I like
are
I like
you
Zach
Morgan
Brown.
Wall? Okay.
Zach Brown. I like Zach Bryan and Zach Brown. I like Keith Urban.
Riley Green's my favorite country artist. You ever heard Riley Green?
Yeah, I was.
You know
listening to
Grandpa's
it
Never
earlier.
Die?
No, I don't.
You gotta listen to that song, bro. It's an emotional song. That's my favorite
I'll have
country
to check
song.
it out. But I like some old music too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to some Lil Wayne recently. But then, other than that, like I've actually been looking at more Christian rap, and for me, like a lot of Christian rap I like can't stand. But
That's what I was about to say. I can't get into that, bro.
but there's this one artist that I like. His name's Isaac Mansfield, and
Is he hard?
I like his music. His beats are crazy. For me, like I'll like the song if it has a good beat. So like I really like I just love listening to him. Like Isaac Mansfield, like No Glaze, he might be the GOAT Christian rapper. I like him and Forrest Frank.
Isaac with 2 A's.
Yeah. He made this song. He made this song.
Okay, I know this song.
Yeah. he
Oh, so
made
he's
that one.
tough. Yeah.
But it's like the beats that he uses are tough.
Okay. I can get down with that.
So yeah, Isaac Mansfield,
Shout out SZA too. All the female artists, I like them too.
did you like Drake's new album? Did you like some sexy songs?
It's kind of freaky, bro. I liked it, but I mean, like, I'm only listening to it with the girl. I'm not gonna bump. Like, if we were in the car together, I'm not gonna turn on.
You're not gonna turn on Small Town Fame.
No, I'm
You're not gonna turn on.
No,
You're not gonna turn on Nokia.
I'm not turning on nothing that's on that album.
You're not gonna.
You
turn
think this
on-
song's funny?
Wait. You're not gonna turn on "Give Me a Hug."
Give me a hug.
You're not gonna turn on Brian Steele.
Let me see. Do you like this song?
I like it.
It's like one of my favorite songs
It's
on
like
the album.
I feel like it's like a party song.
It's a summer song, like
Yeah,
windows
summer
down type.
For sure.
I rock with it.
For
But yeah.
sure.
That's the music for me. I listen to everything. So
Yes, sir. Well, anything else?
I don't know, man. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
Finally happened. We've been trying to do this for like a year.
A year is crazy. It's been
We
like
have.
a couple months.
Well, I texted you last summer. We didn't do it last summer.
That's cap. What are you talking about?
Dude, we
Cap-
were talking about
podcast?
it last summer. Yes.
Podcast.
Podcast. You can
We
go
were?
back to our messages.
All right. Whatever.
But yeah, but we were at school, so like no big deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well. Yep. Appreciate you for coming on.
Anytime,
This is the
bro.
pod. Ladies and gents, this is Nick Lewis. awkward ending. I'm just playing. But
Very awkward in here.
thank you for having. Yeah. All right.
Just deuces up.
Peace out.